I'm Ryan Bernard. I'm the game director on Tom Clancy's The Division. So The Division is an open world online RPG that's set in New York, but it's a New York that's kind of in mid-catastrophe, mid-crisis. So a virus was released on Black Friday, which is a big shopping day for us in the States, and it's a great time to poison everyone with a deadly virus. And basically we're about a month after that event where things are just on the verge of falling apart, and the Division itself is activated through Directive 51, which is a real contingency plan for the United States government. But in that contingency plan, there's a classified document, which is where our lore takes over, and the Division agents are trained and embedded in society, and when this directive gets active, that's when you start playing the game. So you're going into this New York that is in chaos. So you absolutely do not have to play with others. We hope you do. We want we think that the best engagement you can get with a game is and the most fun you can have is when you're playing with others, friends or people you're match made with on the game. But if you so choose, you can buy The Division and play all the way through, take back New York, get to maximum level, and never deal with another person, if that's what you want to do. But we have from the very get-go designed the game and developed the game to be an online experience, so there is no offline Division gameplay. Just last night I was at a community event with the fans where we're trying to engage with them, have them feel part of the process in developing the game, have them feel heard, and we've even announced that in the coming months we're going to have 5 winners from our Facebook contest that can come to Malmö, Sweden. Maybe it's not actually a prize, but come to Sweden and get to meet the dev team and see how the design process works and try to get their ideas and involvement in the game. We get a lot of questions about like survival, for instance. You know, obviously with our setting, having food and water and starving to death and dealing with all the scraps of materials you find is a very strong fantasy for a lot of players. And we've heard that, and we're looking into how we can incorporate that type of feedback into the game somehow.
Nice shot. Okay, on the right, there he is.
Yeah.
New York is, we wanted a place that's very, very iconic and immediately recognizable. So whether you're in Japan or Australia or you know, in North America, obviously you have an image of New York, the Statue of Liberty, Times Square, all of these iconic locations. So because we have such a catastrophic situation that's happening, the contrast between the Division New York and what New York is today is really striking and powerful, and that's why we chose New York. Plus, New Yorkers are resilient. They always come back, man. We're really, really proud of our cross-platform gaming, which is a companion drone in our case. So a full group in the Division is 4 players plus a drone. So 4-point drone for a full group. And the companion is real-time simultaneous gameplay. So what the players are seeing in the main game is happening on the pad at the same time. And they can help the group by scouting, they can mark targets in combat, they can discover hostile areas, they can see where the virus is heavier in certain areas, and it progresses just like a player. So you gain levels and you unlock skills for a more powerful drone through the more time you've played. I am really, really proud of how we're handling player versus player in the Division. I think it's a unique take on we want everyone to experience PvP in the Division, and there are players that are sometimes a little averse to it, and so making that a mainstream, positive, fun experience, even though it's scary and frightening and you might lose some of your equipment, is something I'm really proud of in the game.
Will it be a beta or something?
Well, I can't, my hands are tied about that, but we're an online game and we want to have as smooth as launch as possible, so you can probably deduce what that means.